Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Wispin here, and welcome back to another video here on the Poke Central Network. Today, we are finally going to be defeating Baron and unlocking the brand new Sand Caverns that aren't really brand new anymore because the server's been out for just over a month. But with that being said, we are going to unlock them. They are really cool. I'm going to show you all of the different secrets and hidden loot and some of the NPCs and things like that I definitely think are worth checking out for yourself as well after I show them to you. If you play on the server, they are pretty valuable. But before we get into that, I want to quickly say, if you want to join me here on my server, the IP is pokecentral.org. There are hundreds of players playing every single day. It's definitely a really fun server and definitely worth checking out. If you've never played Pixelmon before, or you don't currently have it installed, or you do have it installed, but you want an easier way to get updates and things like that, I highly recommend using our Technic mod pack. It'll be linked down in the description below. It's a few clicks to install, super easy, and we have a Discord with over 19,000 members. It's a partner Discord. There's a ton of people there. There is a support channel where you can get help for any issues that you have, like if you have an issue installing Pixelmon. And a side note to actually using that Technic launcher is if you play on the server for 10 hours after installing the launcher, you actually will get yourself a free Master Ball. Doesn't require any work at all. It'll just pop up in your inventory. So definitely recommend for your first 10 hours on the server after using the mod pack to make sure you have an empty slot. But other than that, you will get a Master Ball completely for free, no effort. Most people are already on the server for 10 hours anyways, and it's not 10 hours straight. It's just a cumulative 10 hours from the first time you log in. So with that all being said, I really don't think there's much we need to do in order to prepare for Baron. He's not that difficult, and I feel like our 6 Pokemon we currently have on our team will probably do a pretty good job of taking him down. Now, there is our Zapdos, which does have U-turn, but other than that, really not going to be that much useful against a ground-type NPC. But he does have Rain Dance as well, which I guess could come in handy. So we're just going to go for it, see what happens. If we end up losing the fight, we can always just battle him again. So it's not a huge deal. You will notice that some textures are changed right now. That is because I am testing out some new textures for our resource pack. It is nowhere near complete, but it has some pretty cool stuff. I really actually like the way these blocks look over the default textures, which is just like cobblestone and stone. But I do think they are a little bit too brown. They kind of look a little bit like dirt. So we'll probably change that up a little bit, make them a little bit lighter, and then possibly implement them into the game once we have some more blocks added. Of course, it'll be an optional thing. You won't have to use it, but it is pretty cool, and I'm actually liking the way that it's coming along. So I am just using it right now just for testing to get a feel, but there's a lot of textures missing, and a lot of them still need tweaked. But I think they look pretty cool. So here is Baron in all his glory, standing outside the Sand Caverns. We cannot enter these until we actually defeat him. Now, because I've actually battled him before, I do need to edit him. Oh no, what's happening? Oh, I have to be in creative mode in order to edit him. There we go. And I have to change this to once per day because I've already beat him, so I can't actually battle him again. But when I beat him, it was before the server was even live. It was just during testing, so I need to be able to fight him again so I can actually legitimately unlock the Sand Cavern. So I think we should go ahead and kick things off, maybe with Celesteela. I know he always likes to start his battle with his Hippowdon, which unfortunately has things like Roar, which is really annoying. But Celesteela should do a pretty good job. Maybe we can get a Toxic off on him and then try to just whittle down his health slowly. So we're going to do that, and we'll just see how things go. It should be a fairly easy fight here, though, so I'm not really too concerned about it. All right, so because he has Roar, I'm not going to use Leech Seed first. I'm going to use Toxic first. If I use Leech Seed, he'll probably just roar me out of battle. I'll lose that, and it'll be a waste of a move. So we're not going to do that against the Hippowdon. However, if we defeat the Hippowdon, we'll definitely do it against some of the other Pokemon that he has. All right, so let me go ahead and heavy slam. Actually, you know what? Let's protect. I feel like it's probably a better strategy just so we get some more poison procs to go off. Except he used Roar, as I said, which is extremely annoying, but that is okay. Hey, we'll just use protect again. We might as well. Right? We might as well. And he's just going to keep doing that. You know what? I'm actually fine with that. It's doing a little bit of damage to us, but both of the Pokemon that we've swapped to so far have leftovers. Let me try actually a heavy slam this time and see what happens with that. Just to do a little bit of damage. I know it's not a lot. The poison is going to kill him eventually. And he's just going to keep going. Just keep going with this roar. I have no idea why, but that is fine by me. Let's go ahead and Woodhammer, and that should finish him off here. All right, we did take some recoil damage. I'm going to go ahead and Leech Seed the Palo Sand, just so we can get some health regen. And never mind. Okay. Wow, Palo Sand. That was nice of you. You are a great Pokemon. Thank you for that. I really appreciate it. All right, let's see. Let's go with a Zapdos, get a Rain Dance off, U-turn into a Suicune, and try to Scald. Maybe? I don't know. I'm just making things up. I'm not actually using strategy. I just say things to sound like I'm using strategy, but I really have no idea what I'm doing. All right, so he probably has a Rock-type move. He's probably going to Stone Edge me or something. Shadow Ball. Wow, okay. That also works. And we cannot use U-turn because I am terrible at the game. And apparently maybe he has an ability that... Okay. All right, so we're pretty much dead here. There's nothing we can really do. I'm going to use Rain Dance again just to, I guess, get an extra turn off, but it failed anyway, so never mind. It doesn't actually work like that. I thought it would add an extra turn because it lasts for 5 turns, so you use it again, it would bump it back up to 5. But apparently, not how things work around here. So, Suicune or Dragonite? So, Suicune I know has the Water-type move, so... Let's go for it. We'll see what happens. I don't know. We might lose this battle. We might not. No idea. All right. Scald. Super effective. Still did not do a lot of damage. He's going to hit me with a Giga Drain. Did a lot of damage. We're going to hit him with another Scald. Come on. Give me a crit. Okay. Burn. I'll take a burn. That's fine too. Except he's going to Giga Drain, heal up enough to where the burn doesn't kill him. Okay, Scald should take him out here. And then he will send out his next Pokemon, which is a Crocodile. All right, let me actually put out... I don't know if it's even worth it to put out a substitute. I don't even know if it has priority. Let me try. Let's see what happens. Probably, yeah, he's going to use Earthquake. It doesn't matter. He had priority there. All right, so against a Crocodile, probably just going to want to go back with maybe our Celesteela, try and get a Toxic off, and then actually, will Toxic even affect this thing? I have no idea. I don't know how Pokemon works. All right, it does. That's good. And then maybe a Leech Seed, although I think he's going to kill us here. The burn's going to do a little bit of damage, but we have the leftovers, so we'll heal up just as much as we take damage. He's hurt by his poison, which is going to stack up over time, which is a lot better. Now, I'm going to use a Leech Seed, probably going to die. That's fine. That's totally fine. I was expecting that. We're going to go with our Dragonite. We're running out of Pokemon here. I'm a little bit worried. Actually, you know what? If we go into Umbreon and we go with a Protect right off the bat, that'll get us an extra hit of the poison damage, hopefully. That's good for us. And then if we go with... I mean, I don't know what... He might one-shot me here, but... I'm just going to go with Moonlight. He'll hit me with damage, and then hopefully I can heal back up. And then he'll take some more poison damage, and then I can Protect and just stall him out here. And he should faint, and hopefully that'll be one Pokemon left to go, which actually I have no idea what Pokemon it is. It is a Sand Slash. Okay. Well, let's go with the Toxic. He's using Swords Dance. That's a little bit scary. Because now he has increased attack. But at least he's poisoned. So, I mean, technically, if we can stall things out here long enough, we should pretty much be guaranteed to win this fight. Unless he keeps using Swords Dance again, but he doesn't seem to be. Alright, so... I don't know. We'll try Payback. I don't know what's going to happen here. Oh, we didn't die, and Payback is going to... Still have our Dragonite, so that's good. Waiting. He's hurt by poison. Pretty good amount of damage. Hit him with the Protect. So he'll take some more poison damage. And we've pretty much won the battle now, I'm pretty sure. But just to go ahead and play things out, let's go for like the 1/8 chance of actually proccing Protect here. I think it failed. But he was hurt by poison, and he fainted anyway, so it doesn't even matter. We've won the battle, and we have unlocked the Sand Caverns. Pretty easy fight. I probably could have done a lot better there, but I'm fine with that. I will take it. Let's go ahead and enter the Sand Caverns. Here we go. So the Sand Caverns are really cool because there's a lot of interesting different mechanics here that are really just kind of showcases of things that we can do on future locations, which I really want to add. I want to add a bunch more places like this. I really do feel like unlockable zones that have 2 or 3 different bosses inside after you unlock them, as well as some different Pokemon that spawn in that area and a few other cool things like Pokeloots, is a really great idea and a great way to add a lot more gameplay to the server and a lot more interest, because you have to defeat that first boss just to unlock a bunch more challenges in a new area to explore. So first thing to note, if you climb up here, you can actually get yourself a Master Ball Pokeloot over here. Gonna give us a Poison Jab TM, not too bad. Got a Oval Stone, have a Trapinch hiding in a corner, and a Beast Ball Pokeloot, which is gonna give us a Dragon Z Crystal. Now if we head down here, there's actually a whole ton of Pokeloots just scattered all about that you guys can collect, and will give you all kinds of pretty awesome loot, or just kind of trash TMs that nobody wants, that too. Oh. Well, that one went away. That was not supposed to happen. Alrighty then, I'll have to replace that. I'm not sure exactly why that occurred. But as you can see, there is a bunch of level 30 to 40 Pokemon in here, 45 level, somewhere around there, which are pretty decent for grinding, pretty decent if you just want to get a high-level Trapinch or a high-level Diglett right off the bat. Level 40 is not too bad to start off with. But if we go deeper into the Sand Caverns, there's actually even higher-level Pokemon. But as you can see, there's just an abundance of these Pokeloots down here that you guys can collect. All right, so let me actually go ahead and show you how to get deeper into the Sand Caverns. You have to head up this way, which is a little bit out of the way, but if you head around all the way down here, and then you make a leap across, this actually leads to the rest of the Sand Caverns, which is even cooler. So down here, these Pokemon actually are between level 50 and I believe 70, so they can get pretty high. Most of these look to be closer to 50. There's a 61 up here. There's a 59, a level 60. But you can see there's a bunch of NPCs down here that you can actually battle, including things like this ultimate boss Joey, which has 6 level 100 Rattatas, which are pretty cool. And you actually get a, I think, 85% IV Rattata if you defeat him. So the Pokeloots are really good in here, but they are only a one-time thing. The really nice thing is all of these different NPCs that give a pretty substantial amount of money. Now, that's not a good example, but he does give a diamond ore. For example, this guy gives 1,600. Double that with an amulet coin, that's 3,200 coins, and that can be done every 20 minutes, every Minecraft day, which is a pretty substantial amount of money if you also consider that all of these NPCs over here can also be fought every single day, including this guy that gives like 12,000 coins or something crazy if you add it all up, because 4,000 times 2 with an amulet is 8,000, and then if you actually go into the shop and you check out the big nugget, it's actually 4,000 as well. So 12,000 a day just for beating him, which is a ton of money. And then the final NPC I want to show you guys, which we are going to fight at some point in the future, probably not today. Hidden Pokeloot there. It is a really interesting boss called Anubis. Now, Anubis is actually a Lucario boss. He has a Mega Lucario as well as a regular Lucario, and I think even a Riolu. And I'll actually jump into battle with him after I grab... I think I may have accidentally collected that before sometime in the past. But we got a ton of loot here anyways, and you definitely can get some better stuff. So as you can see, the resource pack, it actually changes up some of these textures as well, like the diamond block. But as you can see, it doesn't change like emerald or sapphire, which is just a work in progress. But I think if we actually take this texture, lighten up the darker parts around like the diamond, I think it'll be really cool. But you guys can give me your feedback. It's not something that we're going to force onto players. Well, maybe. We'll see how things go. You won't be necessarily forced to use the resource pack, and we'll probably... maybe provide 2 different resource packs. One will be the one with all of the Minecraft block textures, and the other one will be the one with just the Aura Pokemon. So you'll be able to choose, do you want Aura Pokemon and block textures, or do you just want the Aura Pokemon and you want your own choice of block textures? Either way is totally fine, but you can definitely override our resource pack with your own. The way you do that is just go into your resource, add both resource packs, go into your resource packs, and make sure yours is listed above ours. That means you'll get your block textures with our Pokemon textures, which is pretty nice. So we'll hop into battle with this guy. I'm not actually planning on fighting him. I just wanted to showcase he does have an Anubis Lucario, which is actually really awesome to see. That's one of the Aura Pokemon we have here on the server. Currently unavailable. You can't get him unless you trade for him with another player, but still nonetheless really cool. I'm going to run from this battle though because I want to save it for the future. So did I not get away? Let me in battle. There we go. And actually, if you lose to him, it teleports you to spawn. So just a heads up there. So if you're this far into the video, you probably watch pretty frequently, so I just want to go ahead and quickly say I'm sorry for not uploading over the past few days. We've been running into a lot of issues here on the server with connectivity problems. I've actually had issues connecting myself over the last few days, and I haven't really been able to record as well as get all of the work done that I need to here on the server. So I've just kind of been prioritizing making sure the server is getting fixed as soon as possible so that I can get back into recording and uploading regularly. It's been about 3 days, which is not something I want to happen. I want to upload at least every other day at a minimum, so I'm going to try to make sure that happens going forward. We are actually putting in fixes. If you're watching this exactly right when I upload it, later tonight or tomorrow, we should be able to roll out the fixes that resolve the issues. Hopefully. I say hopefully because nothing's really 100% when it comes to this stuff, but we are doing our best to get things working properly, and I'm sorry to everyone that has been experiencing issues as well. Now, you also may have noticed our Orb of Frozen Souls is actually really close to being completed. We have 35 more KOs until it's actually completely done, and we can summon in our Articuno. We'll save that for a future video, but very soon we will be getting our third legendary Pokemon here on the server. Now, I did want to actually check out the GTS because we have 10 million coins. And since we have 10 million coins, I feel like it might not be a bad idea to start buying up some of these legends, although they seem to have gone up in price pretty substantially. Wow, okay. That's actually pretty cool to see. They're all worth around like 3 million or more, which is really nice for legendaries. I actually am glad to see that. Now, these 3 Pixie Plates, they're completely worthless, which is okay. Thank you, Pokemon Default Loot Chests, for all of the different dungeons here on the server. Thank you for making Pixie Plates, or I think it's Pixie Sky, Splash, and Stone are all the useless ones. Well, not useless, but no value because they're so common. All right, so is there any other cheaper legendaries? I don't see pretty much anything in here that's under 3 mil. Which I don't necessarily want to spend on a random legendary. Ooh, wow, 7.25 mil. Okay, fair enough for a Marshadow. Yeah, all right. Well, the cheapest legendary we can get is this or probably this Xerneas for 2.2 million coins, 73%. Definitely not worthwhile. This guy's 3.25 million. This guy's 3.5 million. I'm sure I could get cheaper if I just asked other players, but I don't really want to take that route. So we're going to leave it for now, but we are going to go ahead and open up an Heirloom Egg again in this episode. I like to do about one every episode. I make it cost me 500,000 coins, and that way it's kind of fair. I can't buy my own eggs off the store. It won't let me, so I have to do it some way, and I'm going to do that through in-game currency. So eco, remove, Wispin, 500,000. Poke crates, give Wispin, Heirloom Egg. There we go. We got an Heirloom Egg. And let's just go ahead and straight away open this thing up and hopefully get something cool out of it. We have yet to get a rare drop. We've opened up about 4 or 5 of these eggs so far. We see them pretty frequently, and they do have a 5% chance of actually coming. Okay, give me that Mew. Give me that Mew. Stop. Stop. One more. No, don't stop there. Don't stop on a Pineco. Come on, one more. One more. One more. Are you kidding me? No. No. I hate everything. Why? Why does this have to happen to me every time? We were 1 away from a Kartana. It freezes for about like 3 to 5 seconds and then just boop right over to the next one. Oh man, that is so painful every time. Okay. And I promise you guys, we don't program these eggs to do that. We don't program them to be one-off those legendary Pokemon. It's completely random where they end up being. I guess it's a 5% chance for them to end in any of those slots, technically, just because of how that works. Oh, man. That's painful. But hey, you know what? We got a Lunar Shinx, I guess. Compared to a Bionic Mew, I'm not too crazy excited about, but it's still a really cool Pokemon. And actually, please don't battle me. And actually, that might have been my fault. My Celesteela. So we got this Lunar Shinx. I'm actually going to go ahead and evolve this guy, and I'm going to do that, I think, through the use of gems. So if you guys don't know, for every like that these videos get, I give myself 1 gem here on the server. As I was saying with the Heirloom Eggs, I can't buy things off my own server store, so I have to find a way to give myself those items that I can't actually purchase, including gems. So I do 1 like for every gem. If you want to help me out to get gems here on the server to use on like my legendary Pokemon, or just occasionally use for changing up cosmetics or affecting the level of my Pokemon like we're going to do with this Lunar Shinx here, then go ahead, leave a like on the video, help me out. Last video actually got 520 likes, so I'm going to go ahead and give myself those gems now, which puts us at exactly 648. We spent all our gems on our Zapdos last episode. All right, so if we go into Poke Designer, and we head to the level, oh, we got to spell it right, Poke Designer, and we go into Shinx, and we level them up in here. It's 10 gems per level, probably not worth it. You know what? Actually, really not worth it at all. But I said I was going to do it, so we're going to bump him up to level 45. I don't know what level he evolves, but I can't do that. It's 400 gems. Never mind. I'm not doing that. I'm going to go use my rare candies because we have a bunch of them. So that would be a total waste. Okay. Glad I decided not to do that. I thought it was going to be maybe like 100 or 200 gems, but it is definitely not the case. Here we go. He's evolving already into a Luxio, which is pretty cool, but I really don't... Well, actually, I do really like this texture. I like it the best when it's in its Luxray form, which is good because it's its final evolution. That's how it should be. But I think it looks really cool once it actually gets to that final form. It actually looks really cool as a Luxio as well, but I don't really like the model of Luxio. It's really kind of blocky still, which I think the Luxray is as well, but it's not quite as bad. And we still need to check out the stats on this guy as well. All right, I think he evolves at level 30, maybe? Level 32, somewhere around there? Level 30, okay. That's not too bad at all, actually. And I was going to go up to level 45, which would have been a massive waste. So I'm glad we decided to go with rare candies, because we did have a bunch of them, which we do need to try to get people to buy. So feel free to come to my shop and buy up some rare candies. They're pretty expensive, but I could use the money. Actually, really, I couldn't use the money because I have absolutely nothing to spend money on. So probably better off actually just keeping these rare candies. With that being said, here is the Lunar Luxray. If you guys don't know, I don't know if I talked about this too much. You get these through Heirloom Eggs, and we've actually gotten quite a few different Pokemon so far. We have our Lunar Luxray. We also have... Let me go ahead and toss these guys on the PC. Try to find the other ones. I think I sold a couple, but we should have our Eevee in here somewhere. Where did our Eevee go? It would have been a Leafeon. Actually, we can search Leafeon. Huh. Well, apparently our Leafeon is gone. That's a... I guess I need to make a recovery application. Welp. Okay then. Nice. I don't think I accidentally released it, so who knows what happened. In that case, we only have this Lunar Luxray because our Solstice Leafeon is nowhere to be found. But that's all right. There's a bunch of really cool heirloom Pokemon. You can purchase eggs over on the store at buy.pokecentral.org. All of the Pokemon that you get from those eggs are minimum 65% IVs. As you can see, this Lunar Luxray we got is 94%, which is pretty crazy. He is also a random nature, but in this case, we actually got a pretty bad one, Calm Nature. That's really not great for a Luxray. Probably want Adamant on him. With that being said, those IVs are pretty insane just for being the base IVs that he starts off with. Randomly generated, minimum 65%. They have those really cool textures that were actually made by the community. So if you want to support the server, help support everything that we do, all of the updates, keeping things online, all of that different stuff, make sure to go ahead and check out buy.pokecentral.org. Everything is currently 50% off. Well, guys, we are going to go ahead and actually end things there. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to go ahead and leave a like on it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're almost to 50,000 subscribers, which is an absolutely huge milestone. So definitely make sure to subscribe. Help me out. Help me reach that milestone. And of course, if you haven't joined our Discord, make sure to do that as well, because we're actually almost to 20,000 members over on our Discord, which is another massive milestone. Well, with that being said, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.